Welcome to episode 1155 of the Multifamily Collective. Today, I just want to leave you with three quick things. I was listening to a podcast recently and took some notes, and these three things really resonated with me as it relates to leadership. And these are not any novel or life-changing, earth-shattering type ideas, but I think they're those types of ideas that you just have to be reminded of from time to time. I literally heard them and thought, yeah, you know what? I know that, but don't I do that sometimes. I do that one a lot, but this is just good information. So that's what that is for today. The first one is always have your team's back. And that is, if you get in a situation, I think about this in the multifamily space a lot, or it comes up frequently, is a better way to put that, where a resident on site challenges something about policy, procedure, etc., and your team makes a decision, and you would likely make a different decision. And the resident elevates the issue or escalates it to your corporate office. You happen to get on the phone with the resident and you are conflicted in that you have to think about keeping trust and dignity intact with your team member and giving concession. And I don't mean dollars and cents, but giving the resident, making the resident happy. And sometimes that requires us to have our teams back, like thread a needle, have the teams back, help them understand why you made a different decision than they made. Or if the resident is wrong, you really do have to stand firm in that decision and have your team members back. So it's just a good reminder. The second thing was no whining and complaining and excuses. I think this one has a funny way of sneaking in to meetings, to group activities, to whatever. You get in a room and you start talking about all the downsides of things that have happened during the week, or all the downsides of things that have happened during the day, or all the downsides of things that are happening in general. So you're influenced by the outside world. You bring that into work, and then all of a sudden you have this negative vortex going on. If you put the rule in place, no whining, no complaining, no excuses, but create a space where you can talk about an issue that needs an outcome or a resolution, but talk about it in a way that is positive in nature, uplifting in nature, or uh, something that has an outcome that is not negative in nature. So no whining, no complaining, and no excuses. The other is be earlier. Be earlier. The thing I took away from that in the podcast is that it's incumbent upon leaders to think 30, 60, 90 days down the road and anticipate those things that are going to happen as it relates to your business, your operation, or things that may be presented to team members along the way, and put things in place that address those things, anticipate things happening, and be earlier than your team members so that you can take down roadblocks, you can smash through adversity, you can sort of pave the way for team members not to get distracted by things that might be coming their way that they aren't necessarily eyes up, right? They're eyes down, they're focused on the present day. You're the eyes up, right? You're that display on your window. I forget what those are called, your heads up display. You're that for your team members so they can focus on things that are really important as it relates to taking care of team members, customers, business partners, and ultimately and certainly our investors. But those are the three things. Have your teams back, no whining, complaining, excuses, and be early. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.